Welcome into a special edition of Tornado Watch. This year, the NCAA is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Division II athletics. And over the next few months, we'll be catching up with several former Tornado who racked up accomplishments since 2011, the year King transitioned to Division II. I'm your host, Chris Mangrum, and we're joined today by Bryce Killian, a former member of King's men's wrestling team. Bryce, we thank you for taking time to chat with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So before we dig into some of your many accomplishments here at King, why don't you fill us in on what you're up to these days?
Yeah. So I'm fortunate enough to take over another team in the conference over at Emmanuel University now, over the men and women's wrestling team. It's been just a journey in the coaching area, and to land here, it's been great. We're really developing and very excited for this year.
Well, you became the first Tornado to qualify for 3 consecutive NCAA Division II championships. Tell us a little bit about your experiences at Nationals.
Yeah, so nationals is great, right? It's where you want to be as a Division II wrestler. I would say the first year, maybe a little too starstruck at the moment, big stages and things like that. So it was a great experience for me moving forward. I learned a lot from that, and I think that's what helped excel me into the next year. I think the next year was the NCAA Festival, which is huge. It's got wrestling, track, and swimming there. So not only were we able to, get me and Dustin as All-Americans that year, we also were able to watch some of our track athletes that were at the national championship as well. And then going on to the senior year, all those nerves and everything were gone. You've been to the stage now for a little bit. And I think that's what helped do the best that year is just being comfortable with where I was at. Had partners, had coaches, had family really supporting me that year. And yeah, all the experiences alone were great, and to have a great staff with King just support me throughout the way, not only the coaches but everybody else, really just made my time at those events even better.
Well, you did end up qualifying as an NCAA All-American in 2016 and 2017 with back-to-back finishes of 7th and 6th. Which accomplishment from your time here at King sticks out to you the most as the one you're most proud of?
Yeah, obviously NCAA All-Americans are huge for me. I would really say my academic All-American was a huge one as well, just because it's something coming into college. Obviously wrestling was a big focus, but schooling had me nervous a little bit. But then, hitting that academic All-American was knowing not only was I able to succeed in the wrestling room, but the classroom as well. So, those wrestling All-Americans are great, but those were some expectations I had for myself. The academic All-American, just really knew that I was putting that effort into the academic side of things as well.
Well, you were ranked for much of your career here at King, including being ranked as high as 3rd nationally in the 2015-16 season. When did you know that you wanted to turn your success on the mat into a coaching gig to support future student athletes? You spent some time here at King and now down at Emmanuel.
Yeah, so going into college, being a college coach was what I thought I wanted to do, especially after the first year. Nate and Jason Mormon really helped form how I am as a coach today. And just learning from them not only gave me those experience to be a successful coach, or at least on my way to be a successful coach, but it also just, I learned so much from them of their style, of how they approach different things. And just some of the lessons and other things that I maybe have gone through myself, I incorporate now, not only as well as an assistant, but now as a head coach, really absorbing all of those things that I got at King and implementing them now. And I'm fortunate enough to really be able to hop on staff right after I graduated at King, and then now staying in the conference as a head coach. It's something that I was really focused on doing as I came into college, and to be able to do that right now it's just, I'm very grateful for that.
Well, your name still shows up throughout the record book of the program. You hold the record for most technical falls in a season, most technical falls in a career, and you're slotted in 5th place in all-time wins. I know a lot of those names around you in the record book. You spent time with wrestling here. So what are some of your fond memories of your career here at King, and specifically some of your teammates and watching their accomplishments as well?
Yeah, obviously teammates were huge. They're friends, lifelong friends, friends to this day. Obviously Dustin Kirk coming in as a junior college transfer really helped me step up. He was a guy who had success already in college, and we really just grinded with each other. And both, back to back All Americans. I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. But it's not just him. It's my roommates, Reed Jacks, Cody Davis. Those guys are just guys that just supported me throughout. Maybe they didn't hit their benchmarks, but they were guys that were going to ride with me no matter what. And, they're still guys to this day, weekends going golfing, going doing other things like that. So not only were they helpful in the wrestling area, but they're still great friends, even though they're all across the country. We're always trying to take some time to all meet together as well.
Well, Bryce, we want to thank you for, again, spending this time with us here today. It's been great chatting with you. And we want to thank you for joining us on this special edition of Tornado Watch as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of Division II by catching up with notable tornado athletes from King's Division II era. For Bryce, I'm Chris. We thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.